read the script and I just felt just so engaged in it and so moved by it. Just like this silent sort of, I don't know, silent but really strong feeling. And I've just not had that feeling about a script in a long time. And usually I'll kind of, I don't know, a bit of ADHD will kick in. I'll go and make a cup of tea or whatever partway through, but I didn't. I just sat with it and I just felt really moved. And then I watched the first film and I just thought that the direction was amazing. Cinematography was amazing. I loved the way it was shot. I thought John Michael, everyone was so natural in it in terms of their acting style, and I just thought I really want to tell this story and be a part of it. Well, one thing that Shannon said to me at one point, she kind of said, why would anybody want to tell my story? I'm just a stay-at-home mom. And I just thought, you're one of the most impressive women I have ever read on a page, never mind in real life. You're actually a real human, and you've been through this stuff. And she handles stuff with such grace, and you know, no one else in the family could do what they do if it weren't for her. And I just think those silent people at home, like, you are amazing. You are the rocks. And, like, just don't underestimate that. And if anyone underestimates it for you, then tell them to watch this film. There's so many incredible movies out there, but the world is obviously going through a tricky time, as we always are, but, you know, especially so. And I just think we need things like this to kind of remind us what humanity is, remind us that, you know, music can be grounding and the people around you really are what matters, and just don't take your people for granted. I think one thing I think is so beautiful about this movie and about Mercy Me's songs is that I wasn't familiar with Mercy Me before, but I think the way that they blend kind of popular culture and country with that faith element is really beautifully done. And so I guess just, you know, whether you want to take a hymn as a hymn or whether you want to read it as a poem, there's just something beautiful in there for everyone. And I think to have that as the through line of a film is really cool. Go see it in person. Yeah, I mean, I feel like sort of big cinematic movies, IMAX and whatever, are a great excuse to go to the cinema. But this one is just when you, for example, I watched it by myself on a plane and I don't recommend. I was crying, and it also is just one of those films that makes you want to reach for people around you. And I just feeling that there's no replacement to feeling that sort of accumulative energy and love in a movie theater. It's just great.